Hi guys, it's Stacy. I am going to do a get ready with me video today. So this is my first video, first actual get ready with me video. So please bear with me. If you are interested in getting this hair look and this eye look, I will show you. So let's get started. Hi guys, I'm back at my makeup station and I'm gonna do my makeup for you. I've never done this before, like not actually done a get ready with me or do my makeup for you before, so bear with me because, like I said, this is new to me. Most of you know I'm not a makeup artist, I'm a pharmacist, and I am not trained officially in makeup artistry or any kind of beauty, you know, hair, nails, anything, but I have learned a lot from YouTube. I watch the videos, I follow quite a few people, and I've been following a few people for a few years now and learned so much. So I'm going to share some of the things that I've learned today. And I just want to share with you guys what I've experienced and what you can learn just by watching a YouTube video. So anyway, I'm going to get started. So I am going to prime my face with, it's the Benefit Professional makeup primer. So it looks like this. Now I do want to make a comment about the lighting. I'm not sure this is going to be ideal lighting to do videos, so I might have to play with this. I apologize if it seems to be really bright, but when I made my makeup station, when I first turned the lights on, I was so excited that they actually turned on, and then I started to realize, oh my goodness, that's really bright. I don't even know if I can stand it. Can I use a dimmer? And no, I could set the house on fire if I tried to put those LED lights on a dimmer. So okay, I'll just get used to it and I'll deal with it, and I have gotten used to it, but still may not be conducive to doing YouTube videos. Now when I'm doing my makeup, I always have a towel because switching from color to color, I use the MAC brush cleaner for just spot cleaning my brushes. So if I'm going from like a really dark or really bright color to something really light, I don't get color where I don't want it. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin BB Cream, Beauty Balm. I really like it. I got a sample of it and I really liked it. I find it good for summer because it's not too heavy, and you'll see it's really pretty. The brush I'm going to use to buff this in is a brush that a lot of people use to buff in their foundation. It's a Sigma F80 brush. It's a flat top kabuki. It is fantastic. So you can see the flat top here, very dense, and I work it in just in circular motions. Make sure you're getting it all the way up to the hairline and coming down to your neck so that you don't have a line of demarcation. And it's one of those things where when I see someone out in the world or like at work who's got a ginormous line, I just want to be like, come here, let me help you. I am going to do my under eye concealer and my highlighting on my face. So I'm actually using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and my color is NW20. That is what that looks like. This is a really good concealer, you guys. It's great for under eye. It blends really well. It's got great coverage. What I do is I take the concealer and I start at the inner corner of the eye, underneath the eye, and I bring it all the way out, kind of make a triangle shape. So bring it all the way out to my temple. And this is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, because what it does is it helps to highlight underneath the eye. I mean, just a little bit, like one shade lighter. And then this is the Sigma F86 tapered kabuki brush. So just buff it in really well. And I mean, you're not gonna see, it's not gonna be like outlandishly light or anything. It's just one of those subtle things you can do that overall just makes your makeup look better. Next, I'm going to use, this is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer. So it has a little bit of, it's not shimmer, but it's a luminosity to it, a little bit of luminosity to it. So it gives you just a tiny bit of a glow. My color is Buff. So I'm going to take this, and when you're highlighting, what I've learned is you want to highlight the parts of your face that you want to be more pronounced, as opposed to contouring, which is putting a little bit of a darker shade on in the areas that you want to recede. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put it just down the bridge of my nose. I'm gonna do it a little bit on the forehead like this, and a little bit on the cupid's bow, and then a little bit on the chin. Some people will go right along their jawline. I will do that today as well. Right along the jawline, because then you'll contour up here in the hollows of the cheeks. So this just gives the illusion of a little bit more of a, I don't want to say chiseled face because that sounds gross, but it gives your face more dimension. It's very subtle, but if you were to see a before and after picture, you'd be like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So there's that, and then I'm actually going to use the F86 again. This is a Sigma tapered highlighting brush. It's the F35. This is a really nice brush to apply powder products to specific places, such as, I'm going to set my under eyes here, and then later on you're going to see me do some highlight powder right here at the top of my cheeks. So this is really great for that. The powder that I use, and this has been my holy grail powder for a long time, it's the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. So it looks like this. My color right now is medium, and my color about a month ago was medium plus. So I actually found this, you guys. I found this at the cosmetics company store down at the outlet, the Chandler, the outlet if you're from here. And I got this for $21. Normally it's like $30 or $32 at MAC, because they changed the packaging. So they changed the packaging, let me show you. They changed the packaging to look like this instead of this. So because they wanted to get rid of all their old packaging after so long, they sent all their old packaging items to the cosmetics company store, and it's discounted. $21 for this. That does not happen very often. Okay. Next up are the eyes. I just recently bought the Naked palette again because it was in my luggage when all of my makeup got stolen, and I have missed this so much. Look at this. Oh, I mean, yeah, I don't even know why I debated buying it. I'm like looking through all my different Urban Decay palettes, like I don't need to get the Naked palette. I can figure out ways to get the same colors. No, just no. Anyway, so let's see. The primer I'm going to use is Urban Decay Primer Potion, which has been my holy grail eyeshadow primer for a long time. I know some people, you know, there are a lot of different primers out there, and some people like using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. That's not a bad one either, but I've had really good success with this. This is a sample that I actually got with my Naked palette. Squeeze out. You don't need much, a little goes a long way. So just put it all the way from your lash line all the way up to your brow. And what this is going to do, it's going to do two things. Number one, it's going to keep your eyeshadow from creasing throughout the day. So this helps to prevent creasing, A, and B, it also helps your eyeshadow to stay on longer. It significantly helps your eyeshadow stay on longer, so that's definitely a key product. Like, you've got to use, if you're going to put in the effort to make your eyes look really good, please use a primer. I'm going to start with my transition color in the crease first. This is also an amazing brush. This is a MAC 217 brush. It's a fluffy blending brush, but it's not quite as fluffy as this one. This is a Sigma E40, so you can see that there's the top of it. Actually, let me do that. There we go. Now you can really see it. It's a fluffy blending brush. This is more to diffuse color, to kind of blend it out after. I find this easier to place the color and start the blending process, and then this to further blend it out so that you don't have harsh lines. The MAC 224 brush is basically the same brush as the Sigma E40, except for twice the price. I like them both. Sorry, I'll do that. So there's the MAC. The Sigma one is the longer one. So the MAC and the Sigma, they're both fantastic brushes. So whatever you really prefer, it doesn't matter. Just get one of them. So I'm going to start with a color from Makeup Geek called Beaches in Cream. Not peaches, but beaches. Like, I'm a beach girl. So it's like probably 1 or 2 shades darker than my skin tone. But I'm going to start with that. And I'm going to put this in the crease. So what I'm doing right now is I'm starting with the transition color, which is basically the color that allows you to blend really well between the lid and your eyebrow area. So when you're doing the transition color, it's best to start with the lightest and then kind of gradually get darker. I'm going to go to Cork next, kind of a medium brown, and then I'm going to put that right over top of where I put Beaches and Cream. I used to do the transition color after I did the lid color, but now I found that this just really works and looks better. Now I'm going to go in with this. This is the 239 brush. It's the flat shader brush that is good to pack color on the lid. I'm going to take a color, and it's one of my favorite colors. It is so pretty, you guys. If you have green or blue eyes, I mean, this really looks good on any color eyes, but if you have green or blue eyes, this makes your eyes pop. Every time I wear this, I get compliments. Oh my gosh, your eyeshadow is so pretty. What is that? It's called Amber Lights by MAC. Now, I'm hoping that this is doing it justice. I'll do a swatch on my hand too. So I'm taking Amber Lights, and I am going to go probably about 3/4 of the way in. So I'm going to leave the inner part of my lid, like the inner probably quarter of it. I'm going to leave that open so that I can add a lighter color to kind of highlight the inner corner in a little bit. So easily one of my favorite colors for MAC. Now the Makeup Geek eyeshadows are fantastic as well. I mean, I've always been a fan of MAC, but Marlena from Makeup Geek, who is one of the first YouTube gurus I started to follow back in the day, she has come up with her own line of cosmetics because she knows what's up, because she's tried everything. And her line of, I mean, she has not just eyeshadow, blushes and brushes and liquid liners. Amazing. I mean, and for the quality, the price is $5.99 each eyeshadow. They're $15 at MAC, I think, if you get them in the little case. If you get the pans, I think that they're $10, but still, I mean, it's just, the quality is amazing. Now I'm going to take the same brush, and what I did was I just kind of wiped off the Amber Lights. And this color is called Half Naked. So it's like it's kind of a light yellowish shimmery color that I'm going to use on the inner corner. I actually really like it. I've used it already, and it's a really pretty color. It's like a kind of a buttery yellow shimmer color. So pop that on the very inner part. Now I'm going to go back in with the Beaches and Cream, and I'm going to blend out the harsh line between the lid and the brow bone. That's what I was trying to think of earlier, brow bone. I'm going to go in with a clean, this is the Sigma E40, which is the same as the MAC 224. This is the real blending queen in my opinion. So what I use for my highlight just about every time is Blanc Type by MAC. And you can see I've got a little bit of a dent in there from using it so much. So it's basically just a cream, like a whitish cream color. I told you guys I was going to do a swatch of Amber Lights and I didn't. I am sorry. Let me do that real fast. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I love it. There it is. The very bottom one. So, and then there it is on my finger. Look at that. Seriously? Oh, I love it. This is what I was talking about. So I just got this from beauty.com. It's the Stila Magnificent Metals Foil Eyeshadow. That is what the box looks like. So here's the front of it. And here's what it looks like. So I got the color Comex Copper. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this, put it in the lid with, I think, just a drop of this. little mixing medium. It's called Stay All Day Liquid Eye Primer. So, and I have a feeling a little bit goes a long way with this. So 1 drop. Isn't it cute? It's just like a little mini, it's like a mini eardrop container. I would say that. So I don't know if you guys have heard the term foiling your eyeshadow. I actually first heard this term from Judy, from It's Judy Time, which is actually the first guru I ever watched. I don't remember what I was doing, why I Googled makeup looks, how I even came across her, what I was thinking when I did it, but that is what set off my whole makeup. Love for makeup. So thanks, Judy. And your kids are adorable. If you're watching this, which you're probably not, but that'd be really cool if you were. Anyway, foiling your eyeshadow is basically when you take you can do a pigment, you can do really any cream, or I'm sorry, any powder eyeshadow. And what I use oftentimes is MAC's Fix Plus. So you just, you get some of the eyeshadow on the brush and then you spray the Fix Plus, or some people use eye drops, but I prefer the Fix Plus. And then it makes the eyeshadow wet so that it makes the color way more vibrant. We'll just put it that way. Okay, so that is kind of the idea behind this foiled eyeshadow. So you could pack this on as thickly or as sheer as you want. This is pretty sheer. I watched a video by Jacqueline Hill. It's like a summer sparkly video, and she used more of a pinkish color of this, and she packed it on pretty heavily, but it looked amazing. So maybe next time I'll try packing this on a little bit heavier. But I think that the eyeshadow looks pretty good. Hope you guys do too. So next step is eyeliner. I'm gonna go through the rest of this really fast because this video is just ridiculously long. I'm gonna do a brown today. This is Mally Evercolor Starlight Waterproof Liner in Espresso. It's a good eyeliner. It's a really good eyeliner, actually. I'm not an eyeliner expert, you guys. It's actually a place I've struggled and I've really had to practice a lot to get good at, so I'll do my best to show you guys what I do. You're really not supposed to pull on your skin because it's not good for you, but I can't do it without pulling, so I'm not telling you to pull on it. I'm just saying I can't do it without it, so forgive me. I'm going to line the bottom about all the way across, but I'm going to try to get it as close to the lash line as possible so that when I buff out the eyeliner with the eyeshadow colors, it doesn't bring, you know, I don't want too much of this. I don't want this going down too far and looking like a raccoon is what I'm trying to say. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take a pencil brush. This is a MAC 219. Sigma has one that's just like it. In fact, I think they have a couple of different shapes or sizes of them. So I'm going to start with the Beaches and Cream. This is the same concept as what we did in the transition area. Start with a little bit of a light color, and then kind of gradually build the dark. Because you don't want a whole lot of dark under there because you don't want to look ridiculous. Allie's downstairs like, who are you talking to? You should be talking to me. You should be playing with me. You should be giving me treats. What is up with that, Mom? I think I'm just going to go straight to Amber Lights because that's really the star of the show, and when you see how good it looks underneath the eye, yeah, you're going to want to go buy it. And most of you guys know, I do not work for MAC. I do not work for Makeup Geek. I don't work for anyone. Well, Walgreens sells cosmetics. Sells cosmetics, but it's not my department. Although sometimes I wish it was. I think it'd be really fun to work in cos for a day. I think it'd be really fun, but I don't work for any makeup companies. So when I'm talking about these things to you guys, it's because I actually like them, not because I'm being paid to promote them. The day I get paid to promote a product, I'll let you know. Antiqued. really super gorgeous color. And in fact, it might be kind of cool to pop some of that in the crease just to give it a little bit more depth. I feel like it doesn't ever do it justice, but I actually just got a new computer. I took the plunge and got a Mac. Got a MacBook Pro. It's taken me a long time to get there. Probably 2 years ago, I got my first iPhone, and I really struggled. I used to be an Android girl, but so many of my friends have the iPhone, and they all love it so much. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it. What's it gonna hurt, right? Loved it. So then a couple years later, I got an iPad. Loved that, and my little Lenovo PC laptop, I'm not sure if it was a virus or if it's because I'm not as good as my dad is at taking care of computers and keeping them like cleaned out and whatever. It got to the point to where it's hanging on by a thread. So I decided that I was going to take the plunge, get a new laptop. So I got a MacBook Pro Retina screen, I think. It's really nice, you guys, but I'm telling you what, going from a PC to a Mac is a huge transition. I'm still learning. I kind of feel like a lost puppy. So I don't know if any of you guys can relate to that, but the point of me saying that is that I now have iMovie, so that's what I'm going to be using to edit my video. It's fun. It's all new for me. I'm branching out a little bit. You guys know I don't do this very often, but thinking it could be kind of a fun addition to my blog. Let's do mascara really fast. So I have a favorite high-end mascara and a favorite drugstore mascara. This is, I've talked about this before in blogs. This is the They're Real by Benefit Mascara. Fantastic. $23 though. So if you're not willing to fork out 23 bucks for this, I mean, these are very different mascaras. I'm not trying to compare them, but this is L'Oreal Voluminous Full Definition. It also just comes in a regular L'Oreal Voluminous. This is a favorite of a lot of beauty gurus, and I can see why. It's fantastic. So the brush looks like this. Kind of a basic brush, but it's not a plastic bristle one. It's a fibrous hair, whatever, bristled one. Whereas the They're Real is a rubber bristled one with kind of a spiky ball on the end. I always wipe that excess off the end because the spiky ball on the end is designed to kind of get into those little crevices like on your inner eye and kind of pull the outer ones apart, outer lashes apart. Wait a second. There, sorry. So plastic bristles, a little ball on the end. I'll use this one today, the They're Real, because I've talked about it so much. If you get any mascara on your already done eye makeup, give it a couple of minutes or maybe a minute to dry and then wipe it off with a Q-tip. So there is the mascara on the top. Now for the face. Again, I'm going to try to make this quick. Like my famous last words. When it actually happens, I'll let you know. I'm using my Mineralized Skin Finish Natural again in medium. So now I'm going to do the blush and the contour and the highlight. Let me grab these brushes. This is the same brush I used to set my under eye. The Tapered Highlighter F35 by Sigma. This is a MAC 168 brush. It's a blush, and I use it for contouring too because it has that angle and it kind of gets like right in there. And then this is a Real Techniques brush, which Sam and Nick Chapman are Pixie Woo on YouTube, and I've been watching them for a long time as well. They're great. They came out with this brand called Real Techniques. It's a stippling brush, and I got this at Ulta. These are cheaper than MAC, and they're fantastic quality. So I might have invested in some more brushes if I didn't already have the brushes that I needed, but I didn't have a good stippling brush. So I use that a lot of times just for my blush. So we're going to start with contour, and what I'm going to use is, so it's a matte bronzer, and I'm going to use this for my highlight, or for my contouring. You just want to go right underneath your cheekbone. If you fish face, that'll help guide you. Just blend it out a tiny bit so it doesn't look like it's just randomly placed there. The blush I'm going to use today, yeah, I'm going to use this one. This is a really pretty one, but it's very pigmented, and a little goes a long way. It's Milani Minerals blush called Mai Tai. This is one that, if you're a beauty guru, you know all about it. So Mai Tai, it's very... And then the last step. This is a newer product for me, and I love it. People have been talking about this for so long, and I just kept not getting it, and then I almost got it at MAC one day, and then I didn't. I'm like, I don't know if I really need it. Ugh. Same thing. Found this because it's the Mineralized Skin Finish. It's not Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, but it's the MSF, and it is in Soft and Gentle. Can you guys see that? It's like a baked, it's got all sorts of different, like it's basically kind of a gold shimmery highlight. I got it for 21 bucks at the same place that I got my other one at because they changed the packaging. So I was that was like an epic find for me. So I'm just gonna pat the highlight on above the blush right on your cheekbone. This gives you the look of like glowing, kind of glowing. It's really, it's another subtle thing that makes a huge difference. And then you can also go a little bit on the bridge of the nose, little on the Cupid's bow. Everything is done but the lips. Maybe a nude lip would be good. A shade called Blankety from MAC. It's an amplified, it's a nude color, if you guys can see that. So this is a nude liner. It is a NYX liner called Natural. Pretty, isn't it? Can y'all even see it? I hope. Yeah. And the trick to make sure that you don't get lipstick on your teeth, get that excess off. All right, I'm done. I know, finally. Now I'll take my hair down and the final look. That's it. I'll bring y'all in a little closer so you can see. That is it. You guys have an awesome day. Thank you for sticking with me, and comment if you like these. I'll try to keep it a little shorter next time. But have a great rest of your week, and I will see you later. Happy trails. Bye.